Alright, welcome back to part 2. And in this tutorial, we're gonna create the generate world script. So open this up, and we're also gonna need a cube prefab. So you can go ahead and create a cube, and we're gonna need a new folder called prefabs. Right, and inside that folder, we're gonna create a new prefab and call that I don't know, grass or whatever. We want to actually apply the grass texture to, sorry, textures, grass hill to the cube. Can drag it on there, and then drag this cube onto the empty prefab like so, and we're done with that. So you can delete that, close these folders up. Sure, you can keep the script folder open. And let's see if my monodevelop has finished loading, and it has. So the first thing we want to do is delete those functions. Actually, we can keep the start function and just rename it awake. So we want the first thing to happen in this script uh, is in our game is that we want to generate the world. So we're gonna keep this in the awake function. And we're gonna have a bunch of loops that's gonna put blocks. Um, Actually, I will explain that more later. First thing we need is our prefab. So public transform and prefab. Right. Go ahead and save that and minimize it and drag the generate world script onto world spawn. And you're gonna see if you click on the world spawn object, you're gonna see something that says prefab and none. Go ahead and drag your grass prefab on there, and that should be set. Now head back into the script, and we'll start making the for loops. Um, I'll write them first, and then I'll explain them. So for, and we're gonna have in x. This is gonna be the x value. I want it to start off at 0, right? And for every block we place, um, we want it to add 1 to the x value, right? And as long as x is less than 10, we want to keep adding blocks. So this loop is gonna add about 10 blocks, right? So the next for loop we're gonna have, actually we're gonna have to put brackets there. Next block we're gonna have is for the y, just gonna be int y. That's going to be equal to 0 as well. And we can do the same thing, 10 and y plus plus, right? Close that out. And for the last one, for the z value, it's going to be int z, and it's going to be equal to 0, and when less than 10, and there we go. So now we're gonna have to do the spawn the actual cube. So write instantiate and prefab. Remember we put prefab up here, and have a new vector 3. Right, and that's gonna be the x, the y, and the z value. So that's gonna be x, y, z. Right, and it's gonna be quaternion dot identity. Alright, so what the script basically does, it's it's gonna instantiate a prefab at the x, the y, and the z value. And the first prefab is gonna be spawned at 0, 0, 0, right? And then the next one is gonna be spawned at 1, 1, 1. And the third one 2, 2, 2. And the third one 3, 3, 3. And this is gonna keep on going until the number is 10 or 9, you know, till it's less than 10, or as long as it's less than 10. Sorry. And what this does right here is just add, for every time it runs the loop, it's just gonna add 1 to the x value. So we can go ahead and test that out. And if we click run, we're actually gonna have a problem with this. We're gonna have to put our character a little higher up. And you click OK. Okay, you can see we have this block and everything looks good except one thing. That's if you look at the y value, you can see it's 10. That means that it builds, it builds up, or how can I explain that? It starts at 0 and it goes up, but we want it to go down, so we actually spawn at y as close to 0 as we can. And it's real simple to change that. We still want it to start at 0, but we want it to go the other direction. So we're gonna have while y is greater than -10, and we're gonna have minus minus there instead of plus plus. And you can see if we run it now, we're gonna be much closer to the 0 value, right? So now it builds down. And that's it for our world script. In the next tutorial, we'll take a look at how we can delete blocks from the world. So I'll see you then, and I hope that you found this tutorial useful. Yeah, see you in the next one.